Welcome
to the Mommy and
Me Show!
Woo! Welcome to the Fonseca Mommy and Me Show, everyone. Today we'll be talking about Plants vs. Zombies and Plants vs. Zombies 2. So Plants vs. Zombies number 1 was released on May 5th, 2019. Well, if I...
2019 or...
Oh, 2009. Sorry. It's just 2019 and 2019 and 2009 is so confusing to me.
Okay, that's fine. No problem.
But
But when did it come out?
second
2019 or 2009? Because I think our listeners...
2009,
Great.
May 5th. And Plants vs. Zombies 2 came out July 9th, 2013.
Now, I have a question for you
Yeah.
before you go into your thing. So, in 2009 versus 2013, was it produced by the same company or a different company?
I think the same company.
So, PopCap is the originator of Plants vs. Zombie in 2009. And then a bigger sports gaming company called EA, Electronic Arts, purchased Pop Art. So now PopCap is part of that company. And and so I'll talk more about PopCap and the game industry, but go ahead.
So, Plants vs. Zombies. We'll talk about that one first. So this Plants vs. Zombies, the first one, before the other company was now
EA.
EA for Plants vs. Zombies 2. So Plants vs. Zombies 1, you get introduced to everything. There's like a lot of different stuff, so you can well, I just realized now you can play on the Xbox 360. Used to, but not anymore because Xbox 360 is gone. But there are actually comic books too, and I read them before and they're really good.
Now, did you know they have it on the Switch, PlayStation 4, and computers, and even on iOS and Android, so you can still play it on the phone?
Yeah.
So what's the concept? Like, what's the goal of this game, Plants vs. Zombies? Do zombies marry plants?
No, it's just you want to keep on spawning as many plants or flowers as you can. But first of all, on the first row, you want to plant in flowers. Then the second row, you want to plant in like pea shooters. They shoot out balls, and they attack the zombies. And then a lot of times they just fall down and die.
So the zombies are the bad guys?
The zombies are the bad guys.
Okay, and
Yeah.
are they destroying anything like the plants or the pea poppers?
They're eating up the plants, like
What?
technically they're like brains.
Okay, and then there's different levels and competitions, right, on Plants vs.
Yeah.
Zombies? Cool. And then you and your oldest brother all play this at really young ages, right?
Yeah.
How do you play it?
Me, I play it
Like on what system?
on your phone
Okay.
and on the iPad.
On the iPad, which are both iOS system, but if you have an Android like Google phone, etc., they work there. So, what do you think about Plants vs. Zombies? How is that game for you?
It is really good for me. I like it a lot. It's just an interacting game.
So it's really interactive, like with other people, or just like it's always challenging,
It's
communicating.
like challenging. Like if you go to level 2 for Plants vs. Zombies, not Plants vs. Zombies 2. If you go to do level 2 for Roof, I tried so hard to beat it, but I could not beat it. It was so hard for me.
So there's a lot more positive reinforcement, like, right? Like you could have a lot more success in Plants vs. Zombies, the original, but
Yeah.
Plants vs. Zombies 2 can be a little bit too challenging, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, would you say it's good for your hand-eye coordination
Yeah.
for both games? So tell us a little bit about the 2013 Plants vs. Zombies that was purchased by EA Electronic Arts.
I think you mean Plants vs. Zombies 2.
Correct.
So Plants vs. Zombies 2, I really do not know that much about it because I don't really play it. But,
And why do you think your mom doesn't really let you play it?
because it's like a bad game.
Well, it's not so much bad. I mean, definitely Electronic Arts EA has some cool graphics, and we could talk about different variations of Plants vs. Zombies. But do you know in order to level up, you have to pay money? So there, if you go on commonsensemedia.org, which is a nonprofit organization, where you could actually buy Plants vs. Zombies, all the different versions out there. A lot of parents say, I bought it for just $10, but this actually cost me $1,000. $1,000. Just because to level up. Right? So you have to pay a lot of money. So who wins, really? The plants, the zombie, or the creators of the games? Who wins?
The
Or the player?
hackers.
Huh?
The hackers, because if someone hacks into the game and they just level up the plant by itself with no money, then they're a genius. They always win.
Okay, but let's just pretend. So let's pretend you're not a hacker. You don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
You're just right. So you're a real honest person. Who wins? The game developer or the player? The game developer. So parents, guardians, and kids out there, be smart because these are virtual purchases. You can't wear it. You can't really use these things that are virtual. And college education, would you say that's pretty expensive?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it is. So save up that money, or unless you want to earn some points somehow, like doing chores or workbooks, right? That could be a good exchange.
Yeah.
If that kid did 1,000 pages of workbooks, maybe that'd be worth it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So interesting thing is, do you know what a game developer is, Aaron Michael?
Yeah, someone who creates the game.
Yeah, so here's the interesting thing is there's a lot of job market out there, right? Plants vs. Zombies 2, Heroes, HD, Plants vs. Zombie comics, Plants vs. Zombie stickers, Emerge Plants. There's so many versions of this game, and they all are designed by the subgroup PopCap under Electronic Arts. And did you know they have an office in Seattle, Vancouver, Canada, Shanghai, yes, and they even do they call them the hybrid, meaning they could work from home, but they call themselves hider as well too. So there's a lot of different locations for jobs. Now, game developers do get paid well, but do you think they have a lot of time off?
No.
No, they do work a lot, and it requires a lot of math, science, and you know what a key word is? Discipline as well, right? So like there's a lot of coding being focused on details, all that good stuff. What are some other things you want to tell us? Because there's so many games out there, even like Garden Warfare 2. But did you know they're thinking about bringing out a Plants vs. Zombies 3?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what are your thoughts about that?
Do not know, but I feel it's gonna be like way more higher. Like every time you level up, it's gonna be cost $30.
It's going to be more expensive, unfortunately. Now, the game Warfare, like if you watch a video or YouTube screening of it, the graphics it's definitely up there, right? It reminds me of some of those like Star Wars games or other games. Now, are you scared of this? What age group do you think this game is good for?
For 3 and up.
3 and up. So interesting. So so kids say it's good for on Common Sense Media 7 and up. Parents say 6 and up. 3, I don't know. I don't know if you want kids to be on electronics that early.
4 and up.
4 and up. But is it scary?
No.
It's not. So if you're looking for some recommendations of some top mobile games, again, people should do like their chores, read, write first, right? How much time for game time should there be?
30 hours.
Yeah. Maybe he meant 30 minutes a day.
No, 30
if that.
hours. I said 30 hours.
Maybe none. Okay, that's why what
If
happened earlier.
If one of you listeners gets 30 hours, I'm with you.
Balance is key. Balance is key. You don't want to end up being a zombie. So, if you are a tween out there, ages 10 to 12, did you know, Aaron Michael, you're a tween?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're almost a teenager there, my friend. Among Us, Celeste, Crawl, those are some top 3 mobile or online games to play with. If you're a big kid, ages 8 to 9, Cave Story Plus, Kirby Fighters 2, Kirby Mass Attack. It keeps going, Kirby. God, Kirby's popular. If you are little kids, ages 5 to 7, Alpa, A Wildlife Adventure, Flint Hook, Human Fall Flat. One thing I noticed, there's not Oregon Trail games like back in the days. Preschoolers, they actually leave out. So, yes, the 4-year-olds, they do not recommend. Should we see what the top games are for teenagers, ages 13 and 18?
Yes.
Disintegration, Dragon Quest Heroes, The Worlds, Tree Woe and the Plight Below, and Falcon Age. So,
Aaron, the adults.
No adults on Common Sense Media because they're on there. But let's use the Google machine and put down top. Oh, what I could do is I could just go to my App Store, or if you have an Android or Google or Chromebook device, you go to your App Store. And yes, I am pausing a lot because it's taking a while. And then I could go click on Games. Right? And then if you are a tween, a kid, or a little kid, make sure you don't just snatch these out of your parents' hands. Please ask permission. And then let's see if I could find must play based on your latest downloads, Apple Arcade games, popular games, Roblox, number 1. Chess, Play, and Learn. Ooh, I love learning. Brawl Stars. And after that, Sonic Hedgehog Classic. Good old playing card games.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell our audience about Plants vs. Zombies 1 or 2?
Yes. Which one is better, Plants vs. Zombies 1 or Plants vs. Zombies 2? We have no idea.
But what do you have no opinion? I think I like Plants vs. Zombies 1.
Well, we're trying to... I was trying to search it up, not her, because I was really curious which one was better, Plants vs. Zombies 1 or Plants vs. Zombies 2, and they don't tell you.
Well, I mean, if you read some of the Reddit comments, there will go, that the plant layout is better in one level, like Plants vs. Zombies 2, than another. Right, so the design, some do talk about the consumerism, meaning they're making you spend a lot of money more on versus 2. So the question is, do you want to pay or not?
The first game didn't really let you spend any money.
Yeah, so why not just have some fun and and save your money, and then use that to go to actually maybe plant some real plants out there, or go to a park close by and kill some insects that maybe you pretend to be zombies, right?
Yeah.
By the way, you said that person there. What's my name? Do you know who I am?
No.
Oh, boy. Okay. So maybe it's time to end the show, huh?
No, we got another 10 minutes.
I don't think so. All right, guys. Thank you so much. More podcasts to come. More podcasts to come. Once again.
Apps. We're doing a lot of apps right now.
Oh, app reviews are coming. Let's learn and play at the same time with balance, with reading and some good sleep, right? That we could hear our wonderful Fonseca needs. Speaking of Fonseca, big shout out to our wonderful producer, Fonseca from The Fonseca Show. You can learn and listen to his shows, also The Fonseca Show, Your Neurosci. He's also the producer of College for All and SI Counseling Podcasts.
But... got one more second left.
Yeah, one more second. And then don't forget to give a shout out to someone, show some gratitude, right? We talked about that.
Yeah. My teacher always says that.
So who are we going to give a shout out to?
We're going to give a shout out actor of Boba Fett. He did a amazing job in the book of Boba Fett. So we'll give him a little award. We're probably gonna give him a T-shirt if we can, or not. We're gonna make sure we get Boba Fett, the new actor for Boba Fett, a T-shirt for the Fonseca Mommy and Me show. If he wants one or not, we don't know yet.
Now wait, you do know Boba Fett is still around, correct?
Yeah.
The actor, right? That was created by George Lucas, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so his name is Tamura Morrison. He also played the father of Aquaman in the DC live action movie. So you actually saw him in person from far away at a Comic-Con. Yeah, Silicon Valley Comic-Con a few years ago. So, big shout out to that actor and also showing some representation there. And what was that last thing you're going to say to everybody?
No idea.
So then, until next time.